Morning. Okay, so today uh, we're going to merge we're gonna get the jaw working with the uh, courgette, and that will need a compression articulation in there. But before we do that, we need to figure out how far the jaw plate can actually articulate, and then cut away the metal that is in there. So I want something like that, and then we select the blue bit there. That is how much we'll have to cut away. So we'll just grab that really quick. Let's see if we can hide this first so we can get a cleaner cut. Get a different angle. It's a bit tricky to get in here. Okay. Rotate it back. So we need let's go hide the pauldrons because they're pretty huge and in the way. Pauldron R. No, that's left. My other right. We'll move that up there. Grab this. We hide that. That should hide away the pauldron. Do the same for the other side. New folder, pauldron R. Oh, we need edge loops for this pauldron too. Might as well do that really fast. So roped edges, size 15. Frame. Oh, too many curves. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. That's a frame by border, not by wait. Oh, we don't have borders. Do we have an old version of? No, I think we deleted it all, huh? All right, well, let's just drag it out manually then. Okay. So let's go try on curve mode. We'll make a duplicate of this. Surface, turn off noise so it doesn't take up so much RAM when I'm dragging this out. This isn't the most optimal way of doing it, but I think we can connect it back to form a loop. Yeah, there we go. I can just slowly nudge it into place. Hey, Dissy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's really come along so far. Like everything's starting to fall into place. with 3D modeling, until you get to a certain point, usually your model looks really bad. That's what I've noticed at least. You guys remember what the base mesh looked like? Pretty derp. Let's go hide the Bescu. I'll hide the Bescu and also the cloth so we can actually see where the edges of the pauldron is. I want to move the cloth up with the rest of the folders. I don't think there's a way to like shift click this up, is there? Yeah, try it. I could be wrong. Either way. Okay. Man, I'm so glad that Kevin told me about AccuCurve. It's just like this little toggle here, and then you can like have really sharp corners just by moving. Like that totally changes everything for me. I've been using it a lot in this project. Hold on, I need to change the volume. Now it looks like Alduin on fucking steroids. The base mesh is still in there looking like Ocelot. It's just like this shriveled husk. But nobody knows if they can't see it. Gotta cover up your mistakes. Number one rule of art. Yeah, pretty much. He went from Ocelot to Chat-a-lot. Okay, now that this is mostly in place, we can start separating the roped edge into multiple smaller edges. So this piece will actually articulate. So I'll cut it there, and there, here, and I guess we can just ignore the one under there. Same on this side. Okay. Close holes. Let's go move topological. Get everything back into place. Make it all nice and tidy. Oh wait, I didn't get these edges. Okay, let's get those. Same here. I think that's everything. Pretty sure that's everything. Okay. You can color this brass. Ah, that's it. Dragonborn, exactly. Like wondering, what is that race called again? Have you watched like Critical Role and stuff like that? Like that race that like early on, like the very first few episodes, there's this guy with his character named like Tiberius Stormwind or something. What is the race of that guy? It's Dragonborn, right? I'm thinking. I don't know. But yeah, it could be like that guy's race. Yeah. Yeah, Dragonborn. Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm like I kept thinking, yeah, this guy probably fits in Dungeons and Dragons somewhere. It's totally a Dragonborn, like a Dragonborn paladin or something. Okay, there we go. So there's the pauldrons. I don't know if I actually need uh this end part here. But yeah, it looks better with it on. So sometimes they don't have, sometimes they leave this edge off, just so I guess it's smoother for performance. You have to like not all edges are rolled like this in real life. Not all of them. You gotta be careful about which rolls you edge, which edges you roll, which rolls you edge. Whoa. Okay, we can probably hide this pauldron now, and then what was it? Oh yeah, the jaw. I'm like, what am I supposed to do now after hiding the pauldron? I was gonna do something. I don't know what, but I was gonna do something. Uh, we should probably hide this bit too. This is the. I'm just gonna call this the arrow stop because I actually don't know uh, the proper terminology for this, and it doesn't actually really exist to this extent. Usually, it's just like a bar that goes across the pauldron, the cuirass here, to stop like arrows from going into your neck, or like whatever. Looks like a gorget. No, it's not a gorget though. This is a gorget here. This whole neck piece is the gorget. Okay, let's get the topology here a bit better. And better the topology. We shall ameliorate the topology in this particular section. We need a middle plate here, so probably let's go grab cylinder. We'll grab like this bit here. Then put that there. So this actually goes into the jaw pretty far. And then we'll have to curve this around. Oh, like that. Let's try and get the low poly to match the high poly. And there we go. This could be the middle plate, this one here. So if this is the middle plate, we can get rid of maybe the upper one or upper two. Um, I think we need to get rid of the upper two. So, or we could just move it around a bit. We can use the move tool and then we don't have to get rid of any. So this has to be straighter. Move this one a bit closer. Imagine being the blacksmith that has to make this armor. I don't have to imagine. I am the blacksmith that's making this armor. But I mean, yeah, it's like all digital, so it's obviously a lot easier than actually making it in real life. Making it in real life would take forever. It'd be like a couple years for sure of work. I think we still need to get rid of at least one plate here. We can't just, it's too many plates on the underside. We'll have to remove one of them. Let's fix up the topology here a bit. So, there, there, there. Okay, so the ear is in the way. And also the jaw now, so, um, hmm. I'll have to figure out how to incorporate the jaw because the jaw is really prominent on this character, at least compared to humans. So gonna have to make some special adjustments here and really tailor the suit. So actually, I think I might have this wrong. This jaw plate might not be pivoting from here, actually. Uh, it might not be pivoting from here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pivoting from like somewhere here because I've turned this into a compression articulation now. This is a compression articulation now, so it should pivot from here, which means this isn't supposed to exist. This jawbone piece here, it's not supposed to exist, and also these aren't supposed to exist either. So this will just be like one continuous sheet going down, kind of a bit like a sabaton, essentially like something like, well, I guess this isn't a real sabaton, but kind of a difficult example to find. You guys will see in a bit. But yeah, we actually don't put a rivet there. This will be pivoting from the gorget and then into the compression articulation here. You know what? We'll adjust the base mesh just a little bit to accommodate some of the changes here. Because the base mesh, I really didn't work a whole lot on the base mesh, and it can be adjusted just a bit. Okay, there we go. We could use like it could pivot from back here. Yeah, so we could connect the rivet here, which makes the most logical sense for a jaw piece that leads into a compression articulation that leads into the gorget. Oh. We'll need a bit more geometry over here. Extrude edge loop, I think. Planar angle, regular extrude. Yeah, there we go. Let's go cut the plate to shape now. So probably something like this. And then just goes up around the ear. Yeah, that should work. That'll definitely work. Let's get rid of these. Mirror and weld. Do I have a mask on? No, I don't. Okay. Um, we should probably zero mesh it first. Keep groups. Double. Legacy. Okay, let's go slice off the corner here because zero mesher doesn't like corners. Okay. It's not too bad. It'll work for our purposes. Okay, we need to get rid of another plate here, actually. Let's get rid of that one. And then this can be our middle plate, the purple one here. So something like that. Duplicate. Dragonborn also do like breathing fire, so opening up the helmet would be cool. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, they do start with like their racial, like fire breath, right? Yeah, they do start with that. Ah, if when I pose this character in Unreal Engine, I could probably make like some sort of really simple fire particle, or I can just like grab the default fire particle that comes with the starter kit, and then I can add that, maybe tweak it up a little bit. Did I actually mess that? What? RGB 0. Okay, we need 100%. I can grab the default fire that comes with the starter content in Unreal Engine, and then I can just use that as like the fire. What color is this one? I don't know. I guess it's a black dragonborn. Black dragonborn spew acid. Holy cow. Okay. All right, they do. They do, don't they? I completely forgotten everything about Dragonborn because it's been such a long time since I've played like D&D. But yeah, that sounds about right because black dragons in Dungeons and Dragons, they do spew acid. So black dragonborn definitely spew acid. Um, hmm. Not very paladin-y though. Maybe I'll change. I'll have to go look up Dragonborn lore. Uh, because like this armor is it's quite knightly or like paladin-y. Uh, Another thing is like I would have to figure out what the deity is, right? So in Dungeons and Dragons, you have if it's a paladin, you have a deity, unless like you're anti-paladin. Ooh, that'd be good. What if it's like an anti-paladin black dragonborn? Holy cow, that'd be cool. It'd be like some sort of dragonborn death knight. And I can like make the armor like it looks really shiny and stuff now, but I can really make it look Very spectacular. Lots of choices, lots of decisions to make, and only 18 days to go. Why? Why is it doing that to me? Why is the remesher not zero meshing? Have you heard of Arcan, a legendary dragonborn oathbreaker paladin of Tiamat? No, I haven't. It sounds pretty cool though. Is he a black dragonborn? I'll look him up after the stream for sure. Definitely do some more research on Dragonborn. I thought Dragonborn have tails though, right? Or is that like a whatever goes sort of aesthetic? Pretty sure Dragonborn have tails. whenever I hear Dragonborn, I keep thinking Fusruda. Fusruda. It's like the Skyrim Dragonborn has overwritten the D&D one for me. I think in lore they don't have wings and tails actually, but most change that. Ah, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So this would perfectly work for a Dragonborn. Let's go merge all these back together. Okay, so there we go. We've turned the Gorget into a compression articulation just because of how long his neck is and that the fact that he can open his jaw. So it will articulate from here, and all of these plates here will follow along if this is real life. It would look insane. But that means we need to change a few of the things up here now. So if it articulates from here, or rather, it would probably, yeah, I guess it would articulate from here. If it goes like that, hmm, no. We'll still need like some plating here. So even though, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Even though, it's probably COVID or something. Even though his jaw is open, his face will still be armored even though his jaw is open. So when it opens like that, he'll still have plating there to cover his face. So even when he does breathe fire, he's still armored. There's no weak spot here. Well, I mean, I guess except for the very front, obviously. Googling Black Dragonborn Paladin comes with some really cool results, actually. Okay, okay. We'll go with that. I mean, it's like the acid, right? The acid could be pretty much any color. Although, like, when people think of acid, I would say that most people think of, like, the color green. Um, Unless you're, like, a chemist or something, you probably think of acid as, like, clear. It would be, like, colorless. Or maybe even, like, yellow for, like, uh, sulfuric acid. But yeah, so like acid can come in many different colors. And also like acid has the side effect of like melting through armor. So we can really add some really interesting detailing to his plate armor if he does breathe acid a lot. So this is an overextension of his jaw. I don't think his jaw will actually be able to open this big wide, but I still want to accommodate for it. Hopefully he doesn't forget to lower his jaw or he'll mess himself up really badly. Well, I mean his jaw, right? His jaw is connected. Like his jaw armor is connected to his jaw, so it it's basically like him just breathing acid naturally. It's not like something he has to like press a button and his jaw comes down. He just opens his mouth and his jaw armor follows. So yeah. There is a huge gap here anyway, so he might even breathe fire with his mouth closed. Or breathe acid. It's gonna make it a bit wider just to, yeah, there we go. We'll add like some acid damage to his, sort of like his jaw armor in the front and maybe a bit on the top too. That'd be sick. So I think we've come to the conclusion that this is a black dragon knight, uh, a black dragonborn Oathbreaker in service to Tiamat. We're gonna go with that. That's the lore behind this guy. What if we turned his eyes green? Let's go make his eyes like green. Um, so hue, we go to green. Whoa. Hey, I think we have something here. That actually looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll go for like green. Yeah. He's gonna, okay, so I haven't played World of Warcraft in forever, but like this I stopped playing around Legion, right? And Legion had all the really sick green shit everywhere. uh so yeah, maybe we can go something like that. Do something a bit like that. A bit more realistic, of course, because World of Warcraft has a toon art style. I'm going for a realistic art style. Let's see, remesh this together. Just so okay, maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, we'll just slice this as is. Actually, we don't really need to do any fluting anymore because the flutes end up there, and then that's already covered by the helmet, so I guess it's fine. Um, yeah, but we should probably add in the bottom flute just here. Mm, okay, that's all right, I guess. Here's a little bit weird. We'll fix that. Okay, awesome. Oh, like I was thinking like how his mane is going to come out of the hood in the back. We could add like acid damage, so like these spikes can be like acidic. I don't know. And maybe that's not such a good idea. Let's, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. It seems a bit, yeah, I don't know. I think like the woven cloth idea might be a bit better. We'll have to see once we get to that step. Let's subdivide this. We gotta make sure all of the creases are here though. So I want this bit here. So this is definitely one poly group, so you can get the crease. This will also be another poly group. Oh, hide that. Why? Oh, okay. Let's go use a different material just so I can see what the polygroups are. Like the metal works really well for me because like as a former IRL armor smith, it's more familiar to work in that material for me. But it's actually pretty hard to see what polygroups are which with that material on. So I don't use it all the time. I use it most of the time, but not all the time. I will have to eventually texture this, so what is handy is I'll just get like flat color. You can tell like everything is untextured already. Like all this is just like material that I filled in, but nothing's textured yet. So we'll have to go back and really make the textures amazing once we get all that ready. We'll make it look similar to this, and then we'll add on like a metallic normal, all those really awesome maps. Just make this look insane. All right, enough talking. I really want to get like the helmet done today because we really do only have 18 days left, and that's sounds like a good amount of time, but it's never a good amount of time. It's never enough time. Never. Oh, the horns. The horns are a bit bigger than before, so we have to like move this back. The helmet too. Oh yeah, and the visor. It opens like a claps visor. That's what I've decided. So it lifts up from here, the very point. There'll be a hinge there, so that lifts up. So then the visor will go up like that, and then he can, I don't know, take a sip of Coca-Cola or whatever, eat some chips. All right. So where's the hinge? We gotta get the hinge in here. Hinge. Geometry, modify, topology, mesh and brush. Rotate Z90, and then there's a few too many pieces here. We'll get rid of these two. There we go. Oh, bit too small. So that should be a pretty chunky hinge because it's the only hinge holding the visor place. So let's go increase the size, set pivot, size. We want Z and Y so I can make it thicker. I think that should be good. I'll stick that there. we'll have to like adjust the feathers in the middle to accommodate for that, and also the helmet to also accommodate for the hinge. I might have to actually hold on. Wait, if it rotates from here, that means yeah, the fins up here are going to clip into the horns. So that means we have to raise the fins a bit or lower them. We'll either have to move them outwards or we have to make them go down a bit. So I think we might move them out. I think we might do both. We'll move them out a bit and then also lower them. Oh, let's go fast. Let's fuck yeah. Yeah. You should have seen. I did a demo on how like an armlet actually works. Like unfolds, and people are really impressed by that. I think. Let's go. Let's go raise it like that. So that would be like the maximum amount that it'd be raised, and then we can just model it from here. So this visor is clipping in. We'll have to move this out a bit. Hopefully it behaves okay. That. And then I think that's all we have to do. Might want to shape it just a little bit better so it's not super lumpy or anything. And then we'll go into Modo and retopologize this. That doesn't look as cool. um, okay, hold on. We can still make this look cool. This is still workable. Oh, you know what we can do that would work even better? Okay, so let's not do all of that. So we can, instead of doing that, we can actually separate the visor into two pieces. So the fins back here, they will be part of the helmet. And then we can have the separate visor, and then the visor will be like something like right here. So we'll there'll be like a, yeah, we can do this. Slice it there, and then here, and then make a duplicate. Slice it here, and then there, and then we'll go around like that. Let's slice that there. Grab this. Oh, don't want this. And then we can mirror and weld. So this can be the visor, and then that'll just lift up. And then this will be solid, so we can make another duplicate. Hide that one. So probably want like some sort of nasal support. So we'll slice it there, and then we'll slice it around the brow. Like so, and then obviously we want cheek support. So super rudimentary kind of slicing. Probably not the best, but yeah, so now that's part of the helmet, and then that'll just go up, and that'll work a lot better. And then also the edge here, the edge of the visor will leave us more geometry to work with to decorate the mask. He needs some cool nickname as well. It reminded me. Oh yeah, he does need a cool name. Gotta come up with a cool name for him. We'll call him Steve. Yeah, well, we'll have to figure out something for his name. Move this in. So I hope like people who are watching, this is how I think this is the best way to do art. Like you always have to think about function first, and like function, like how something works will drive what your art looks like in the end. And that's kind of the rule of cool for me. I know there's like a it's like a podcast. There's like this concept artist, well-known concept artist who's like talking about the rule of cool and stuff like that. Basically, it has to work, um, and that's how you make something look that looks cool. If it works, it looks cool, and vice versa. Black dragons are known for being the most angry and most cruel of all dragons. Damn. Almost rolled over my dog. Mm. How about Malakath, the blade of death? We can't just take names like that. uh, Ganondorf. No, I think that's taken too. How about Illidan? We'll call him Mal'Ganis, Sargeras, Archimond, Tichondrion, Tichondrius. Judging by the way Path of Exile players have reacted to the new league, we can call this guy Chris Wilson. And I think that I think I think I like Reddit will agree with me. That'd be funny. Man, people are so salty about that. Holy shit. People are actually molding. Oh, Chris Wilson, bringer of death, wielder of the Nerf bat. Okay, so this part is connected to the helmet. So let's hide the visor. And then this part is part of the helmet here. So that means we can just get rid of the middle part here to some extent. Maybe here. And then I guess this bit will work sort of like as a reinforcement plate. That will be its purpose, to reinforce the brow. So instead of one sheet of metal, it's actually two sheets of metal, and then there's a visor on top. So he's going to be very well armored in the front of the head. And this will just be riveted on, it'll be like solid. We definitely need to retopo this. There's so many mesh errors here. And then the visor, excuse me, the visor, I can conform that to the helmet underneath after. I guess that actually kind of works already. So that just goes up like that, nice and tidy, doesn't clip with the horns. This part can just like lower. Yeah, everything's pretty good, I'd say. Maybe I can like make the cheekbone, the cheek helmet here a bit lower just to facilitate the sliding action a bit better, so it doesn't pop out and get jammed. And then let's go make this the jaw. We'll tuck that in a bit higher. Like the jaw is a bit too thick here. Here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Hmm. This bit here. This is gonna be a bit feathered right here. It'll be like a feathered, almost like a plume, I guess. It's like a bit of decorated filigree edge. Damn, he looks pretty crazy now. Just looking at names for black dragons, and some guy suggested syphilis. Yeah, breathing syphilis on you. I like how like dragon names like they sometimes have like have similar like endings. You know, like World of Warcraft, they have uh like Nas Dormu. So Dormu is like uh indicative of like a dragon of time, I think. You have like Straza. So Straza would be, I think, the female counterpart to Straz. Uh, in for like, I think it's the black dragon flight. It's either the black or the red dragon flight. So there is a naming convention to how how we're gonna name the dragonborn, I think. So syphil syphilis syphilis is probably not gonna fly. But we can definitely name him something else. Syphilis, jeez. So this is ZBrush. Yes, it is ZBrush. It is definitely ZBrush. We can probably feather this edge too. I wanted. We don't need like such a large flange here. We can just like slice that off here. Well, geometry, delete lower, mirror and weld, because I don't think it's actually mirrored. Yeah, there we go. And slice it here. Auto group. Auto group. Group that. Um, this here is for the strap, right? There's gonna be a, or should there be a strap? Or either a strap or we can actually connect it. How does this guy wrap around? Like a strap would be, I'm thinking we should use some hooks. We should use some hooks to hook this into place. So where's my handy dandy hook? Here we go. So we can just like drag in some hooks here. And then Dragon. You guys get it? Dragon, because he's dragonborn. That was stupid. All right, so we drag in some hooks here, and then the hooks, will keep that in place, and you just like rotate that out, and then unlatched. Easy. Is this a humanoid dragon? So we've decided that this is a black dragonborn from Dungeons and Dragons lore. A black dragonborn oathbreaker in service to Tiamat. Is there a link to the ArtStation challenge? I can get it for you really fast. Give me a sec. So this is I just have the link to my submission bookmark, but you can definitely click on the back button to game character art real time. And then you'll see everyone else's submissions. I'll just do that for you. So here it is. Okay, cool. But yeah, there's only 18 days left. That is not a lot of time at all. Because I'm still in high poly, which is not good. I am a bit behind. And the helmet is one of the more complex parts of the mesh. I'll have to work extra hard these coming days. That looks pretty good. I think that works. I think we have our structure good to go. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna definitely fill the feathers out a bit more. I think we should start. Let's go crease this and see what it looks like after we subdivide it. So, geometry, crease plot groups, divide. I think that should be good for now. We'll do that. Pull this out. I want to turn the pauldrons back on now that we have the neck armor basically there. And we'll turn the cloth on too. We can really make the wings on his helmet like huge now because they aren't part of the visor. They're actually part of the skull cap, so they just always remain in place regardless of whether the visor is up or down. And these jaw spikes, we can probably make these look nicer too. We really haven't worked on these jaw spikes at all since block out. I want to do more here. So if we just pull this out and then we add in more feathering. Something like that. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good to retopo. We might actually wait. Actually, wait. I want to figure out what I'm going to do with the mouth here. I mean, this already works. This basically already works, but I want to do a little bit more. Okay, let's retopo this now. Time to go bring this into Modo. Retopo it. Make sure we have the correct geometry for all of the feathered ends and the flutes. Let's go do this bit first. Skull cap, wings. Export FBX visor retopo. Yes. And then I guess the jaw is good for now. Might retopo it later though. Okay. All right. Let's start with the silhouette, I guess. So we have one there. Another one there. I think something like this would work. I was thinking, what weapon would this guy use? I was thinking of a greatsword or halberd. So I was going to go with spear and shield, but that's really up for debate right now. Uh, I haven't gotten to that point yet where I'm seriously considering his weapon options. But I did add in a lance rest. So if we look here, this device here, you push the lever up here, and then it unlocks the latching mechanism, and then this whole thing can like fall forward, and then that's where you put the lance. So a lance would just like rest between your armpit, the lance rest, and that basically like hold the lance for you. Um, like between the lance rest and your armpit, it just like stay there. You can just like leave your arm down if you wanted. It would just like stick there. So a lance rest, you can use it obviously with a lance. You can use it with a spear, halberd, any sort of pole weapon uh, would work for this guy, I think. So I think I have like a rudimentary, very rudimentary weapons folder if I can find it. Where'd it go? I think maybe I deleted it. Yeah, it might be gone. After the Great Purge. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I think it's gone now. Yeah, I was thinking like spear and shield would work well. A lot of participators in the design category. Yes. Yes, there are. I am competing against 1,600 people. Last time I checked. And there's no way I've seen all of the submissions, so there's definitely some really scary ones lurking around. Like hidden icebergs of people who just like come up and snatch the well, there's no prize. There's no prize. Snatch the victory away from me. Man, I should participate. You know what? I should have participated in more of the earlier challenges because I know on like Polycount and stuff, they did used to give away some pretty good prizes. That was a long time ago, and I was not nearly as skilled as I was now. Wait, what do you get for this? Nothing. Well, I guess you get, okay, so you do get like an ArtStation badge, and that's it. It's just the badge indicating you won in a tournament or a competition. You don't get anything for this. I mean, I guess, so after I'm done with this, I might either sell the model, or I could just like incorporate it into the game that I'm making already. So, I mean, I do get the model that I made at the end of this. It is a good portfolio piece. I get fame and recognition. I get exposure. I get paid in exposure, guys. Like literally. I know, right? Exposure. I shall be exposed. I know, right? Fame and glory is all mine. I'm curious, is ArtStation able to use any and all of the participating members? No. So ArtStation is hosting the tournament. They aren't they aren't using our work. They're they're just like putting forward a contest, and obviously they do have a lot of really well-known artists and like people pretty high up doing the judging. So there is that. It's like I do joke a bit about the exposure part, but it is true. Like there will be eyes on my work that normally wouldn't be there. So it is a good way to like meet people and like yeah, and network. Network. Oh, oh, I get to be a corpo now. I'm a corpo from Cyberpunk. I get to network with people. Initiating networking, connecting LinkedIn. Yep, good shit. maybe they're secretly maybe they're secretly recruiting. They're secretly seeing if there's anyone who's going to be good enough to make artwork for the upcoming Dungeons and Dragons uh movie or like action action theme park, I guess. I don't know what an action theme park is. I just pulled that out of my ass, but yeah, they might be. They might be scouting for recruits. I mean, why else? Like, okay, so like think about it from like a judge's perspective. Why would they do this? Why would they host a challenge? I mean, like networking. So like making it so people like interact with each other on ArtStation. I feel like that's not the primary purpose. I just don't. Like who uses ArtStation to network or like to like who uses ArtStation as a social platform? No one. No one does that. No one uses ArtStation as a at least like yeah, at least I don't. I don't use ArtStation as a social platform. Like what is the purpose behind this? There's got to be a purpose. They wouldn't get together like all these insanely talented artists just to put on a competition for fun. Like what the heck? It's got to be for something. That's my conspiracy radar is off the is like pinging. It's off the charts right now. I mean, I guess it could just be for fun, but that'd be kind of lame. Oh well. If it's all for fun, that's really lame, lol. Have fun, do work. I'm having fun doing the stuff I do in my day job. I mean, I do. Look, obviously it's better than like I don't want to be a construction worker or something like that. You know, it's better than that. I don't have to like break my back doing this work, but work is still work. Like if I had it my way, I wouldn't be streaming or working right now. I'd just be like eating potato chips and playing Elden Ring right now. That's what I'd be doing, or taking a nap. Um, So I guess that's what the challenge is for. The challenge is to get me off my lazy butt. Wait, what's that? Why pay someone to bring? Wait, what is it? To bring your idea to life and you like yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Why pay? Why pay artists when you can just watch them do it for free? I mean, I basically might as well just be doing this for free anyway. Uh, I don't get paid much. Might as well just do this for free. And like, I am transitioning away from art to like programming. Like, art is really fun and all, but man, it would be nice to be paid better. So, yeah, yeah. Also, the competition is insane for art. Like, yeah, sure, I can keep this up. I'm young and I can fight fire with fire right now. But like when I get older, do I really want to compete with like 3,000 other people who also are doing the same thing? Like, there's 1,600 people in this competition right now, and they haven't even announced any prize. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if art is really my true calling. I do really enjoy art, but I think I'm just gonna go be a game dev instead. Because I pretty much know everything there is to making a game already, outside of like the business end, like business taxes, accounting, all that. I don't know too much about that yet. Marketing is another one. I'll need to do some research into. Like, what's the end goal for me, right? What is the end goal? Am I gonna be an artist forever, or do I want to become like, uh, I'll be like, hi, I'm Shang Tsung from like Chris Wilson. I'll do. I if I ever become a game developer, I want to do a parody of Chris Wilson's. Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Your Game. That'd be so funny. I totally want to do that. I want to do a parody version. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Like I've reached a plateau of like stuff I'm learning in 3D art. There is like I'm reaching like the upper limits of what I can know, I think. So it's time to move on to another field, I think, very soon. I can still do art like as a day job and stuff, but man, I wanna create my own IP. I wanna create my own platform and stuff. That is some really bad retopology. What am I doing? Yeah, you have. Share some of your knowledge with paid exposure, of course. I mean, I am kind of like sharing what I know just by doing the streams, just live streaming everything. I don't really care if people take apart my methods and like know how to like replicate what I can do. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like at the end of the day, if you want to do something, you're gonna do it anyway. So if you want to be like an artist and like do what I'm doing, yeah, feel free. Go ahead and definitely lurk and spy and get as much knowledge from me as you can. And honestly, I don't think I'm really the best source of knowledge out there. Like hardly anyone knows about me, and also uh, I'm probably not the best at this. Honestly, I'm probably I mean I'm good. I'm good enough to get hired by Grinding Gear, but I'm not like I don't like present any tutorials or like do any video editing in a good way. We have Indians for that on YouTube. Exactly. Exactly. There's like so many tutorials on this on YouTube. There's already so many tutorials out there. I remember in the early days, like people would be able to like sell the tutorials and stuff on Gumroad and stuff. But now like so much of that info is out there for free. Like why even bother, right? Why even bother tutoring when you can look up everything you want? Man, for high school studying Pascal, the only tutorials are from Indians. Really? Wait, is Pascal like math? Is that math? Sounds like math to me. But yeah, I look up like tutorials for Unreal Engine, and like basically, the more complex the subject, you're basically the higher you go in complexity for like blueprinting and like programming and stuff in Unreal Engine, the more you realize, oh hey, these guys they actually work for Unreal. They aren't just random YouTubers. They're actually the people who work on Unreal. That's why they're making tutorials now. They made the software. No, programming language. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So maybe some of those Indians that you're watching, they developed Pascal. I actually haven't heard of Pascal before. Is that like a new language? I know there's new ones coming up every now and then, but I'm really not a programmer, so I wouldn't really know anyway. Do you want? Okay, so we want flutes coming down here too. So let's. That'll be like the middle part there. Exanima is actually developed in Pascal Delphi. What? Oh, I didn't know that. Really? I never asked like what Madoc is using to develop. I thought it was just like C++ or C sharp or something like that. Yeah, I never really asked how Madoc develops Exanima. Oh, okay. Exanima is like the only game developed in Pascal. Wow. Yeah, I haven't even heard of the language before. Like, this is the first time I ever heard of Pascal. Sounds like you're just making stuff up. Okay. It's not the most advanced. Ah, okay. I forgot there's flutes coming down here. There we go. We got some better topology. Doop a doop a doop. Like we may have too many flutes coming down this way. So I might have to combine them here and then so the visor, it goes like right there, right? So it probably connects somewhere around here. Hmm. Let's go open the visor. So copy this over. That's the visor. That means the flute lines will come down here. And then that. And then like that. It's a very old language. Like if you Google games made in Pascal, you'll see. Ah, okay. It makes sense that Exanima is written in the ancient texts of Cthulhu himself, with what kind of wizardry that Madoc is up to. Obviously, he's using something like not of this realm. Okay, we need to figure out where our flutes go, because this is going to be way too many flutes if I just like do that. So I'm thinking we can divide half of our flutes to the point here, and then the other half can continue down into the mask. I think that's our best option. So we have 1, 2, 3. Is it 3? Okay, so 3 flutes will be merged into the point here. Or maybe 4. Well, we'll either do 3 or 4. And then the rest will be grouped up, and then it'll go into here, and then it'll go along the nose. Hmm. And then this one, the flutes will also be connected here. Hmm. Need some thinking. Like some Sonic/Mario games pop up, man. And these flutes will go in here. It's a bit complex with all the... It's a bit complex with all of the fluting. It's definitely more work to get everything in a good spot because My dog's staring at me. He's like, man, you've just been talking to yourself a lot this entire morning. Why aren't you paying attention to me? That's what he's saying. Oh, man. Let's go hide the visor again. This. I want to extend this out a little bit more. I know, this is like the most boring part ever. I don't know how there's even 6 viewers in here. I don't know why there's 6 people who wants to watch Retopo. But here we are. Dog thinks you've lost it. Yeah, probably. The dog's like, there's no one there. You're just talking to yourself. Why don't you come play with me instead? Probably thinks I have schizophrenia or something. So we have the flutes going this way, and then we have the flutes coming down here, which will loop around and then meet the flutes over here. So we need to fix up this area a bit. This one will meet up with this flute. Like so. I'm going to add in another edge loop here because it desperately needs it. And then this one will meet up with the corresponding flute on the other side. Whoa, I'm getting a bit confused. Okay, so here we go. That way, and then, okay, so okay, that does work. But then we have this one here. So we do have one here. But I guess we can just like, we don't really need that. And that should work. Yeah. I'll just leave that one hanging. So now the flutes work that way, they work this way. Could have some more work done here. And then we have the flutes here. They will connect to the point of the visor. And then these ones will continue down into the visor itself and down the nose. understand, dog. I am making art for exposure. Yeah, my dog wouldn't know. He'd be like, what's exposure? Is exposure where you get head pats? I like head pats. Do they give you treats? No treats? What do you mean, no treats? Do they say good doggy? They probably say good doggy. Hmm. It's not the greatest root topology. I don't know why, but I really feel like having some dim sum right now. Dim sum would be amazing. I'm gonna order, yeah, I'm gonna order dim sum for lunch today. It's gonna be so good. Oh my god. I'm excited for lunch now. I'm gonna have like some steamed uh barbecue buns. Some chashu buns. So good. I'm in Malaysia too, so we have like food from uh China, Singapore, India, and also just like the local Malaysian cuisine, right? So it's like amazing here for food. I guess that's how I got fat. I'm not like super fat, right? But I'm like fat for Asian. Yeah, holy cow. Some steamed barbecue buns. Sounds so good right now. Oh wait, I just realized I got rated by Sudo. Oh wait, that was 3 days ago. Never mind. Never mind. I'm like reading my activity feed. I'm like, oh look, I got rated, but that was 3 days ago. You're making me hungry. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I think homemade. Okay, so homemade steam buns are so much better because they have like the yeasty. They have like a really nice yeasty flavor from like freshly risen uh, bread, and like when you make steamed buns, right? You make the batter. It's just like I think it's just like sticky high glutinous wheat flour or something like that, and then you put in yeast, uh, a bit of salt, and I think maybe some sugar or something. Yeah, but yeah, like after you steam it though, like it's just so aromatic. It's so good. And I wish they had that. I wish you can buy that. But like the restaurant bought ones, I think they just reheat frozen steam buns or something. Well, maybe they do make them fresh, but they don't have the same yeasty taste. I don't know why, as like homemade ones. They probably they probably like pre-make them in like large batches, right? And then they freeze them and then they cook them when on demand, on customer demand or something. So it's likely that a lot of the yeast has already died. So unfortunately, some of the flavor is lost. But if you ever have like a Chinese grandma or something make you steamed steamed pork buns, you're in for a treat. I've never heard of these buns. They're quite rare. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that when you travel a lot. You really like. So I grew up in the United States, right? Um, like in the U.S., there is you will find like delicatessens and stuff, and they do have really nice, like uh, like European themed food. Um, and like the U.S. is so big, there is like really nice. Uh, I'd say like small, locally owned, artisanal, artisanal. Whenever, whenever I think of artisanal, I keep thinking of the ad, like the rustic artisanal toilet paper. If you guys haven't seen it, it's hilarious. But yeah, the United States has a lot of that. They have a lot of really small shops that cater to different things. Um, but yeah, in general, like uh, what we think of like gourmet cheese is like super expensive. But like when I went to Italy, they just had like huge blocks of like uh, genuine Parmesan and like huge blocks of like literally everything that we think of as expensive. They just eat it like on the regular there. So yeah, that was an eye opener for me. So like Parmesan isn't like super expensive in US now. No, it's not. Um, but it's just not the same, right? They don't. I've never seen like Parmesan sold in massive blocks like they do in Italy. And like normally when you buy Parmesan in the US, you can buy it in like a small little triangle in a plastic tray. Uh, and then there's also you can like buy it in a shaker or something. But if you buy it in the shaker, they usually cut it with cellulose, which is basically like wood pulp that's been processed to be food safe. So it's really not it's really not the same experience as going to like a grocery store in Italy and just like seeing like a huge container full of massive blocks. Like we're talking like wow, 1 to 2 kilograms of Parmesan, just like solid blocks of Parmesan they can pick up. At least I've never seen it sold. I grew up in California. Maybe they have it there somewhere. Maybe they have it on the East Coast. So They probably have more of that stuff on the East Coast because it's easier to ship over there. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they do sell like huge blocks of cheddar and um, Munster cheese and mozzarella cheese. Yeah, there is a lot of cheeses, but they don't have like huge blocks of like blue cheese or Parmesan cheese or. Yeah. I mean, also I haven't been back to the U.S. in a long time, so maybe my memory's a bit faulty. Okay, let's see. Are we done yet? I think we can work with this. I'm still not sure how these flutes will work, but we can figure that out. For now, I want to retopo the visor. I do want to get on the retopology for the visor. How do we do this? I guess we do that. We do that. I guess we do that. I'll put that there. We can get rid of that. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good to go. Oh, wait, never mind. We have the back part here. We still have a bit of retopology left. Of course we do. And I think we just gather all of these into a tidy triangle like that. Very nice. You might want to do that. I don't know. Nah, let's not do that. We can work on that in ZBrush. Okay, this looks good enough for our purposes. Mostly because I'm just tired of retoping this. I don't want to do retopology on this right now. I want to get onto the visor, and then after that, clean up everything in ZBrush and get it done. So let's go make another mesh here. I'm gonna head off now. This project is starting to look cooler and cooler. All right, catch you later, Dissy. Thanks for showing up for the stream. Have a good day. Yeah, I'm gonna head off to have lunch in maybe an hour from now too. Whoa, oh no, please don't crash. I did so much work. Okay, that was scary. Oh my god, let's save that. Holy cow, that would have been really bad if that crashed. Okay, because Modo isn't, well, I guess I just haven't really configured Modo very well. So it doesn't have the same power of crash recovery that ZBrush has. Oh my god. Cracking all of my vertebrae. Ugh. I'm like the albinaric guy from Elden Ring. One day my legs will wither away. Oh. I really should do some exercise before that happens. Hmm. Hmm. You have to get rid of this. I think we get rid of this. Do that, and then okay, so this. I don't know, we can do some sort of feathering there, I guess. That. Okay. Get the teeth in. Ugh. Almost done here. Almost done here. I guess the flutes go in here? I think so, yeah. I think so. Okay, where is the... Let's go unhide the visor. I don't... Wait, how come it's like... hidden but not hidden? What? What did I do? Okay, I'm just gonna... What the heck? Do I like turn off, Why is it faded? That's the thing about Moto. It's like super advanced, but and tells you nothing about how to actually use it, but it has a lot of really cool features. It doesn't tell you how to use Moto. I need to figure out why this is like not hidden, and I can't even select any of the polygons item. Um, it's like the geometry isn't even there, but it's like a projection. The heck? Let's go save it and then reopen it. Maybe that'll help. Okay, it did. Alright, now we can see where the flutes are. So I'll probably have the flutes coming in from the the U shape here, and then we'll line them into the nose. That means we need 1, 2, 3, or maybe just, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 edges coming from this corner here. So that'd be 1, and then 2, 3, and then 4. Let's go add one more here. 5. So here's one flute. 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 flutes going in that way, and then we probably want to connect these. There's going to be a few flutes coming in from here too. So these flutes, they might... Let's do that, and then that there. So I'm thinking the flutes can go link up here, and then they can link up to here, like the brow. Whoa. We'll do that. And then these flutes come in from here. Okay. Stay safe. How do you feel about dim sum for lunch? You have dim sum? Don't know. Oh, okay. Hey, Dolly Crane. How's it going? I don't know if we should have flutes coming in from here. I mean, I guess it'd kind of work, but then also I wanted. Hmm. Loop slice that, and this. Well, can we just do that and then link it up like that? No, I don't think that's gonna look very nice. I'm not sure about the. I'm not sure about this part here. I think we need to keep it more simple. So maybe like that. And then we group up these flutes in a similar manner. Oh, these are really small flutes, jeez. I don't know if it's gonna match with the rest of the armor. We could just have it all ship into one big flute. I don't know about that. How about if we move this one up here? That might be our best bet, honestly. We've sliced this a few times. So like that. And then a few loop slices here. Wait, let's go. We'll just slice it like that. I don't know about this. I don't know. Have a triangle. I don't. Yeah, I don't know about this part here. Like originally, it's like very flat. I don't want the curve. Man. Okay, that looks a lot better, I think. I'm finally satisfied with how this is turning out. Let's get rid of this, and we'll just make it like flat. We'll make it like boom, just like right there. It sort of has like this. You guys have ever seen like badgers or like yeah, they have like this a similar thing going on with their nose. And it'll be really striking to see, I think. Let's go make this flat first before. One, two, three, four, five. Slice five. Okay. I think we are good here. I think we are good to go. Let's go mirror this and import everything to ZBrush again. A lot of work, but worth it. Let's go delete this. Wait, we still haven't connected the nose to the nose. Nose to the nose. Loop slice one. Let's just delete this part here. And then we'll do that. Try to get everything even. Of course, I'll make it more even in ZBrush. And then so I think only a few of these flutes will actually make it. So that one's gonna make it. This one will also make it. The ones in the center, they'll be recombined together like that. There we go. And now we can mirror it. Oh, wait, I forgot the eyes. Ah, I forgot the eyes. I forgot the eyeballs. Probably add in another edge loop slice right there. Let's save it. I haven't saved it this entire time. Okay. Do some edge loops here. Or just cut the mesh. I keep saying edge loop, but what I really mean is I'm just slicing the mesh up. Sorry if that's confusing. And then we might as well add one in here too. Okay, I think we're good. We can bring this into ZBrush now. Fingers hurt. It's sore. Okay. Delete this. Delete that. And we are left with our retopo and also retopo. Let's go save this and re-import. like this. And then hide this one here. Perfect. Now we have excellent topology on the visor and also the wings connecting to the skull cap. This thing still works. You can just rotate it up. That's his visor. He still looks like a potato inside, but we can fix that later. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop streaming for now, for today. We will definitely pick up tomorrow. That was probably the more complex part of this model. So, man, we are running pretty close on time, but hopefully we'll have more time on the weekend to get everything done. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. And that's it for today. I gotta get lunch, gotta do work. Bye.